Hi ladies, this is Christina Norman, Success and Sales Coach with Cosmopolitan Success, and I am so excited to have you here on this training video that I have created for you, which is how to overcome feeling pushy or salesy with potential clients. And this is something that I know all entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, go through when they're getting their business up and running. They know that they need to have money coming in because that's what a business is, an exchange of money. And they're feeling like, I don't want to take anybody's money. I don't know what to do. I don't want to feel pushy or really sound like I'm being salesy, like a salesman, like a used cars man. And I know the experience because I've owned other businesses. My last successful business is Aspen Charm Cakes and Pastries. I'm a professionally trained wedding cake designer, and I just know exactly what you're going through. So that's what this training video is all about. So just a brief background about me. I have a background in corporate retail selling where I've worked for top companies in the world such as Apple, AT&T, Target, and Nordstrom as a sales manager, and I would have to help my team, coach my team to sell, to get the store numbers and everything. So it was a commission-based environment. So when you know commission, that means that you have to actually do work and sell, because that really what motivates people is making the money and everything like that. So I have that experience, and then I was working for Apple at the time, and I always known that I wanted to be a wedding cake designer, and then just things happened in my life where I was managing, building other businesses. I really wasn't doing wedding cake design, but I was in a situation where I had to go back to work and start a job because my other businesses were failures. So as I was working for Apple, I knew that I really wanted to become a cake designer. So I quit my job. I moved to Toronto, Canada, where I studied wedding cake design in Toronto. And then I moved back to Denver, and there I did not go back to work, but in the process, it's like I had my business, but it's like, okay, I need to start making some sales because this is real talk right here. This is my business, my life, my money. I only support myself, and I really had to start bringing in the dough because bills needed to get paid, and I needed to live the lifestyle that I desired to keep. So I know all about starting the business, not wanting to be salesy, and with potential clients that will come in for my wedding cake services, where I would have a wedding cake for them and they ask, okay, what's the price? And it's like, and then I have a little spreadsheet going on there, but I was able to overcome that. And I'm going to share with you exactly how to overcome feeling salesy or pushy in your service, in your business. So first off that I want to share is that if you're feeling like you're taking anybody's money with your business, then you need to stop that mindset and that talk that's going on in your head right now. Because you are not taking anybody's money, you're not going into their wallet, taking their credit card and running it. You're not going into their PayPal account or bank account and taking money. That's one thing you have to get out of your head, because I know that's something that people are thinking. Like, I know my potential clients and my clients are thinking they're taking other people's money, and you're not. You're doing an exchange where you're exchanging information, knowledge, and experience in return for money, because your clients are paying for a result. And with everything that you've accumulated, they're taking the fast-tracked way of working through you to get to that result. And that's where the exchange of money comes in, where you're able to convey your services, your products, and seeing if it's a good match with that client. And then if it is, get the money, here's the result. There we go. That's it. So that's what the sales conversation is. And a lot of the women entrepreneurs, we really make it up to be some drama type situation, conversation, and we make up these stories in our head where we're taking other people's money, we're being salesy and pushy, when really it's just an act of service in business, because that's what businesses run. You have to make money, and you have to get good at having the sales conversation in order to make more money, because that's where the exchange comes in. And that's how we stay in business, because I know you don't You want this to really work. You want it to be full-time and not a hobby business, which could be. And I've actually ran hobby businesses as well where money's going out. I mean, it's fun, but you really desire that money to come in. So that's where we're going to get into this content. So first off, when you are desiring to not being pushy or salesy, is to really 100%, and this is anything that you desire and accomplish, anything in life, but for now, we're going to use that for sales, which is you have to be 100% confident in what you're selling and offering to your ideal client, and you are worthy and deserving of accepting money. Now, when you are out there selling and you have a potential client on the phone and you're not really confident that you can help her with her business, her health, her relationships, her graphic design, her brand, anything, and you're talking, you know that she's a good client, you know, an ideal client, but if you're not confident in what you're selling, you are not going to be able to close the sale because she's going to energetically feel that she's not even sure that she can help me, then she's not going to pay you to help her because you're not confident you're going to help her. And then if you're not confident, then you're really not going to help her. So it's a whole energetic of really believing in yourself and being confident that you know what you're talking about. You can help that client and really get her the results that she's paying for. So that's one thing that works in anything in life. But for sales, you have to be 100% confident. Tell yourself that you're confident every single day. Write it out. Do list writing where you're saying, I'm confident, I'm confident. Just really instill that you're confident and you know that you're a powerful coach, businesswoman, and that you can help your ideal clients get the results that they're looking for. Okay, so step number 2 for how to overcome feeling pushy or salesy with potential clients is to craft a package or service that is perfect for your ideal client, that's really specific, that's really going to help her in her life. So this goes back to, I'm not going to get into too much detail here, but knowing exactly who your ideal client is, what she's struggling with, what her desires are, and how you can help her in her business or her life or anything. I mean, I'm a business coach, so I'm going to naturally say business, but that's where you have to really craft a package that's going to be right for her. So then the copy on your sales page is really going to speak to her and say, oh my gosh, like she's speaking directly to me. I just can't believe like she read my mind. This is exactly what I'm going through. I need her help. Or I want to learn more about how I can work with her. And I'm sure you've experienced this while you've bought other courses online, worked with other coaches, but really you're like looking, you're thinking, how do they know? And so that's where you have to do is do target market research and know exactly what your ideal clients are going through. So then you're able to craft a package to really help her with that problem, because then it's going to be an easier sell for you because then you're able to convey the value, which is what I'm going to talk about later. But you have to have a package that fits your ideal client, because that's when your ideal client's really going to be able to look and say, that's something that I really need in my business, which makes the sell easier for you, which really just takes the selling out. Okay, so next step for how to overcome feeling pushy or salesy, which is going to be you need to know how to facilitate a clarity or discovery call or a consultation. So this is one thing that you need practice on how to facilitate a call, showing up as the expert and knowing what questions to ask during that consultation, that clarity call, so that you can really discover what that ideal client's going through, if it's a good fit, and if that ideal client feels that you're a good fit as well. And there's a whole flow of how to conduct a sales call, which is something that I go over in my group program, which is really how to facilitate the call, how to set it up, what questions to ask, how to really be in your energetic power and showing up as an expert who is just really evaluating, is this a good client? Like, should I take this client on? Because it's really a yes and a yes on both sides. It's like, you have to really know that this is an ideal client that you can really help and support, and that ideal client has to really know and trust that you are the coach that's really going to help her get the results. So it's just a really bold situation where it has to be a yes on both sides, and really knowing and trusting that you have the structure for the clarity call, asking those right powerful questions, and just really being clear. And there's a structure where you have to welcome that client in, ask the right questions, really going deep into that ideal client's head, that her business, her life, her relationships, and really seeing what's going on and how you can help her. So you really have to know how to facilitate and conduct a discovery call, which is something that you can go over with your coach. That's something that I go over in my group program, and something that you just really need to practice and really get confident in doing, because then it's just going to be so easy. You're able to go through these questions, really see, is this an ideal client? Are we going to do business together? And really feeling like, ugh, I don't know if this is a good client, or I don't even know how to ask. It's like you really just have to know how to facilitate a call. Okay. Last, for how to overcome feeling pushy or salesy, which is going to be conveying the value. So when you're on a call with a potential client, you really have to know how to convey the value of your coaching services, your consulting services, anything like that that you're selling, to where it's an easy fit to have that client see that your product or your service is worth the money that you're charging for your program or service. And when you're able to convey the value, you're asking the right questions, and then repeating those questions back to that ideal client in an answer phrase, to where she's able to really see, yes, this is something that I'm going through. Yes, this is something that I do need help with, to where the ideal client is going to really sell herself on the program, because you're able to convey the value during the discovery call, which is something that I go over, which is how to actually conduct a discovery call and really doing it with ease. And you really have to be able to convey the value, because that's what you're doing. You're selling this, like, this is something that I offer, the value, these are the results that you're going to be getting if we work together, and this is the commitment that I need from you in order to get the results, because it's also a relationship, not that I'm going to promise you the results, but it's a relationship, working relationship between both the client and the coach. So one thing that I also want to convey during this call is actually not a bullet point, which is that the sales conversation that you have on the phone, in person, with your ideal client, is just a conversation, and it's really just discovering what it's like to really work with each other and seeing what the possibilities are and if it's a good fit. That's all it is. It's just a conversation. And of course, I have scripts, and a lot of coaches have scripts, because then it's like, how do you combine this big idea into something tangible? It's like you have a script, but then it becomes easier to where you're just able to have the conversation. But it's just a conversation, and it's something that just really discovering to see if there's an exchange of information and value, to say, hey, what's it like going to be working together? And really being in your power as a business owner, as a woman, as a coach, to see, this is my product and service. Is this a good fit for you? I feel that this is a good fit for you. What do you think? And really just staying in your power and knowing that the universe is infinite, it's abundant, in that client that you have in front of you or over the phone is not your only client that's only out there, that's where your next paycheck's going to be coming from. That's just really what it is. It's just really understanding that there are so many clients out there for you. I mean, there's billions of people out there. I'm sure that there's 10 clients out there for you, for your business to get it rolling. That's how it works for me and all the other coaches that you see rocking and rolling out there. I just want to share that with you. It's just a conversation, and that's something that I go over in my group program. So I hope you enjoyed this great information on how to overcome feeling salesy or pushy. And it's really just practice, being confident that you know what you're selling, you know what you're talking about, and just really being able to convey that to your ideal client, so then you can both discover what it's like to work together, if it's a good fit or if it's not a good fit. Because I've had clarity calls where I'm just like, it's not a good fit. I'm not going to really go forward with this client. And it's okay, because I know there's other clients out there for me. Okay, I hope this is great information for you. And I hope you enjoyed this training series. Again, this is Christina Norman, Success and Sales Coach, and I will speak to you later. Bye.